Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Kelski, and today we're going to be doing more theory crafting. I want to talk about a monster that I think is going to come into the game sooner rather than later. Murder Ghost, or the Phantom. Now in my last video, we talked about how each monster has 3 different ability types: tracking, mobility, and defense. If you missed it, I'll put a link in the description and just up top here. If you haven't seen it already, Just Gavin Bennett released a video about Murder Ghost in his theory crafting video. I'll leave a link in the description. If you want to go check it out, we can compare and contrast. I'm really excited to see what everyone thinks about the Murder Ghost and what their abilities and potential perks might be. Now, a thing that I think is going to happen, which has happened with many game companies before, I think that Hellbent is going to do another little shout out or just a little tiny reference to one of their other games, Wick. In Wick, there are 5 different kids that are ghosts in a cemetery that have different abilities, and I think they're going to call upon one of the kids in that game called Lillian. Now, Lillian always manifests the same way. She rises from the ground, surrounded by soot and green fire. Sometimes she'll do a little spin, she roars, and she often manifests like that right in front of the player. Also, one of Lily's abilities is while she's in pursuit or in general proximity, all of the colors except for the shades of red are sucked out of the protagonist's vision, creating like a grayscale moment. I think that'll come into play later, and I'll talk about it a little bit later, but I'm really excited about that, and I hope it's something that they do, since the poster shown here of the Murder Ghost is green. So I'm hoping that's going to be something. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about movement. What I think is going to happen is going to be called something like Phantasmal Phase. After focusing for 1.5 seconds, the Phantom will be able to see interactable points highlighted yellow on walls, floors, or ceilings. When standing near a yellow point, the Phantom will be able to phase through that object and gain a 12% movement speed for 10 seconds. If no highlighted objects is selected, the Phantom will still receive a 10-second movement speed increase. Because at the end of the day, even if the Phantom was able to phase through like a wall or a ceiling, like that doesn't always help them when they're in pursuit of a teen and trying to down them. I think if it's needed, that the Phantom should still have some kind of movement speed boost, like the Werewolf has Berserk, Dolls have Leap, and Ward has Leap. I think that's important to have for any monster because you want to end chases, you want to be able to catch the teen, and at the end of the day, this is a fighting game, even if it's still an ASIM. So if we're unable to phase through a wall or a ceiling or whatever, I think the Phantom should be able to have a movement speed increase as well. Now you're thinking, Kalski, this is a ghost. Okay, I totally get you. So for the defense ability, I was actually thinking about something called Imperceptible. So Imperceptible, the Phantom enters a realm wherein they are nearly invisible to onlookers for 15 seconds. If the Phantom takes any damage while being imperceptible, their invisibility illusion will shatter. While in the imperceptible phase, the Phantom tension track is lowered by 22%. So the reason that I have it like this is because I don't want them completely invisible. And I think it would be really smart for their illusion to shatter a little bit, just like Wart's armor kind of goes away when you hit it enough with a weapon. I think that'll keep it from being a little too OP, and it'll help with the stealth of the monster. So you could even use it if you're trying to go up on a teen, and having the tension track lowered by 22% could totally throw you off if you're sitting at a crafting table not really paying attention and all of a sudden there's just a ghost there. I think it would add a spook factor. I think it would add a lot to the game, but I don't want to take the tension track away fully since this game is so heavily reliant on sound. Okay, final ability, tracking. Soul Searcher. After focusing for 1.5 seconds, the Phantom's vision becomes grayscale, like Lillian's from Wick, with hints of red. The Phantom will be able to use telekinesis to see a blurry outline of an active teen. If a teen is within 30 meters of the Phantom, their blurry outline will spread to a larger area. I think this would help with the fact that if a teen is really far away, you could pinpoint like their movements for about 5 seconds. But if a teen is a lot closer, it would be kind of unfair to show the monster the exact location of the teen. Because even with Hunt from Werewolf, you don't see their exact location. With Tracking from Dolls, you just see a yellow or orange aura of the doll itself, and for Wart, it's only like an after image for a short moment, so you never know exactly where the teen lies. So it would be smart to have something like this, wherein it's not an obvious pinpoint, but you kind of get the general sense that they're in the area. Okay, so now that we've finished through the abilities, I actually this time came up with perk ideas and I named them. This was inspired by Gavin Bennett, since he actually did do this for his video, which I give him huge props for. Again, if you haven't checked that out, please do. It was a good video. My 2 perks are called Immaterial Dweller and Killer Instincts. I couldn't come up with a third, but I think I got pretty close on what could potentially be in the game in the future. So here we go. Immaterial Dweller. While banished, the speed at which you can move is increased by 10, 18, and 25%. This will help you get across the map farther, because I know a strat right now for a lot of teens in the game is to move as far away as you can from where the monster was banished, since a lot of monsters like spawning close or within close proximity of where they were last banished, hoping that a teen stays behind to heal up right where they were banished. The second perk, Killer Instincts. When you knock down or kill a teen, all other active teens cannot be prone, will become disrupted for the next 2, 4, or 6 seconds. This perk can only be activated every 120 seconds-ish. And with that, that's going to be the end of today's theory crafting video. I hope you enjoyed it and the icons. Please leave a like and a comment about what you think about Murder Ghost's abilities, or what you want to see from a ghost-like monster in the future. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you in the Beyond in Early Access Spoon. Thanks, everyone!